Mrs. Peters had 2 children. Sammy was 7 years old, and his sister Annie was 4. Sammy went to school, but Annie didn't. When Sammy was at home, he often played with Annie while their mother was cooking or washing or cleaning, and he was usually very nice to his small sister, and Mrs. Peters was free to do her work quietly. One Saturday morning, the 2 children were playing in the garden while their mother was cooking the lunch. They were quite happy until Annie suddenly began to cry and ran into the kitchen to her mother. Mrs. Peters stopped cooking and said, "Why are you crying, Annie?" "Sammy's broken my toy horse," Annie answered, crying more loudly. "How did he break it?" her mother asked. Annie stopped crying, but didn't answer for a few seconds. Then she said, "I hit him on the head with it."
Exercise A. Which of these sentences are true and which are false? Write T or F in the boxes. Number 1.
Sammy was 7 years old.
Number 2.
Annie was 3 years old.
Number 3.
Sammy went to school, but Annie didn't.
Number 4.
Sammy was nice to his sister.
Number 5.
Sammy broke Annie's toy horse.
Number 6.
Annie hit Sammy with her toy.
Exercise B. Now answer these questions. Number 1.
What did Sammy do when he was at home?
Number 2.
Why was Mrs. Peters usually free to do her work quietly when he was at home?
Number 3.
What were the children doing one Saturday morning while she was cooking the lunch?
Number 4.
What happened suddenly?
Number 5.
What did Mrs. Peters say to Annie?
Number 6.
And what did Annie answer?
Number 7.
What did Mrs. Peters ask then?
Number 8.
And what was Annie's answer?